Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good day, wherever you are. Oh, I did not have this. Why am I not so prepared again? What happened here? You're looking at a nice black screen with me only on it. Why is everything so dark? Oh, hold on. So unprepared, you. I am so Let me put this so far. What's so dark? Oh, that is good. Let's do this. It's so dark, right? Hmm. Okay. Now, why am I not seeing my screen? So I was still bullish, and apparently we are still going up. Um, it's a hard day to trade, though, to be honest. Why are you not showing in my OBS? Oh, there you go. Hello. Hello, hello. New screen. Good to see you again. Choo choo choo. So lunch. So we had a lot of consolidation during just one morning move, and yeah, so we're making our way up a little bit, but the question is how far we're going to go, right? Um, Not really time to play any live accounts, or but maybe we might get a good opportunity in PM. Let's see how price is going to react. Let's see. 1220, 1220, 1220. So this is 2.5. We're above that now. Mm, 50. This could go. I am going to check a few things. Oh, 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 oh. And so are we going to choose to 23 for 4? Hmm. 24307 ish. Is that a level we might reach in the PM session? So whenever you see a situation like this, right, how can you spot a trend there? Is it a trend day? Yes, it's a trend day because we keep going up even though it's very slow grind. This is then stage of accumulation. It's hard to see the manipulation though, right? Most likely on the low. Oh, shit. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's getting hot in here. Yeah, I think we're still gonna go a leg up, but it's just such a slow grind up. It's really hard to trade. Um, so we'll have to see. We just have to see and watch and see if we can find a good entry. Yeah, we want obviously a good pullback, but are we going to get that? Um, Obviously, we've got FOMC this week, right? So everybody's waiting in anticipation of FOMC. Could be sell the news situation, right? So You just go up, 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 and then when the news comes, it just goes down. Um, what date is it? September. So let's see what happens at 12:30. It's going to be very interesting. 12:30, 12:35. I do think we're going up higher into the until 307, 24,307. Hmm. Too early. I might get into a long. It's a paper trade, so let me just go into a long. 307, and then we reassess. TP. Let's make it 305. And my stop loss is going to be right below. 2012, 24. No, I don't want to stop out of it. Below this low. Stick up. It's high. We have nothing else to the left, right? So it's hard to one to one. Stupid trees. This is the place to enter. So let's have a look at tomorrow's news. I'm still bullish for today though, but it's very hard to trade. Let me see. We've got some news in London at 2 a.m. So that's what might be a nice at orange. Then we have 8:30 core retail. And obviously Wednesday, I think we've got FOMC, right? Yeah. I'm also keeping an eye on the volume of the contracts and Q contract to see if we need to change Yeah, some people already change already before the volume is even exceeding the other one, but I never do that. I just stay on the one with the higher volume. So September still has 425,000 and the December one is 66,000. So, but you can, there's already an open interest change of 24,000 almost on the December one. So obviously things are going fast, I think, this week. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But I'm not changing until I see that the volume really exceeds that one. Um, choo, 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 choo. Is my voice on? Do I? Yeah, always double checking. Always double checking. You never know. You never know. You never know. Oh, nice. Oh, guys, yeah. These days can be a little bit challenging, right? When you have to sit on your hands and wait a little bit longer. And I was just dead wrong in the London session. I just didn't, there was such a beautiful trade. The short, that was the trade. And I totally missed it. So it's a little bit, so I'm so tired lately. I'm just very tired. So I just feel a little bit off. I just came back today and then I thought, oh, let me go look at the market open. But I just took a little nap and now I'm feeling better. But it's really weird. So I'm just very tired. Then I'm a little bit off, I guess, if I'm not feeling 100%, I guess, right? Happens. Gonna be, we cannot be fit every day, every time. Sometimes you feel a bit off. But anyway, still gonna look for a nice trade, and if not, we're just going to hang out and have some fun, I guess. Maybe I should get some online games or something. Um, that would be nice. Let me see. How to do a game on YouTube stream. PC? No, I just wanted to. There should be like mentally or something. What's going on? Like when there's no trade, for example, right? And we're just watching and there's nothing to do. So in consolidation, we just wait for either manipulation. It would be nice to. Hey, Sina, how are you? No, don't be careful in this condition. I'm still bullish, to be honest. 307 at least, but mm, it's been horrible since. But yeah, I think everybody's looking for a sell, and that's why they're doing this, right? So you know why I think we're not going to go down a lot because it's also always very telling when you have midnight and it's very below, and it doesn't make its way back to midnight until a certain point. You can sort of expect a trend day, um, and we've had a lot of accumulation and basically the whole morning, right? There's one tiny fair value gap under 10 o'clock. I wonder if we're gonna go there today. I'm just but I've been off all morning anyway. Then I'm just timing is off, so I'm still bullish. But then again, we have to have a retracement at some point, right? Yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah, I think it's going to be sell the news event like with FOMC, even though it might be good if they cut the rates. And everybody's thinking, oh my God, they're going to cut the rates, so we're going to get everything's going to come bullish, and then they take it down. And we didn't go into the TGIF zone. Not on Friday. We didn't go in the TGIF zone to Asia, which also normally happens when we have no 20% retracement on the weekend. So that already told me this morning, like, oh, I think we are, it's gonna manipulate and it's gonna be held up tight. I'll show you. Where's my 15? So this was the weekly TGIF. This was the weekly high, and then this was the TGIF. Normally, when you don't have, and you see all these equal, they made all these equal, and then even in Asia they didn't go down into this in this area. Midnight is here, so we go up, 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 and then you have the 9:30 open, and it makes this large move up, and then it doesn't go down. And when you have Asia, when you have this level so low, so far away already, it's not that far away technically because it's 105, 150, 160 points. But if you see this behavior, and this is already here, it's like, well, yeah, it can go here anytime, but well, let's see. It could just drop like a knife, right? And then we're like, oh my God, it's going higher. Let's see what happens when it reaches 307. I'm very curious. Yeah. So what is your do you have a level that you want to take it short from? Have you calculated something? I'm so tired today. I don't know. I'm drinking coffee, but it just doesn't seem to help. Sometimes coffee makes you more tired. I don't know how that is. Yeah. Just gonna be patient, right? Just gonna wait. So the 1235 is here. It's printed. Yeah, I really think we're going higher, to be honest. I think we're really going into 305, and if we're exceeding that, we might even go to 328-ish. Let's see. Not in any trade, not interested as well. Or below. Yes, that's why they're taking price higher to make the value gap once it gets inverse. I will sell for 950. Okay. Oh, you use the 10 minute. Okay. Is that your one of your favorite time frames to use? 10 minute once it gets inversed. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need an inversion, right? Yeah, normally I use the NWOGs and my event horizons on days like this, but we're we're an all-time high, so there's nothing to. It's just the only thing you can do is calculate levels and watch the candles print, right? That's all we can do at the moment. But there's so much information still you can get from how candles are printing and stuff like that. So. So a lot of people were taken out by the manipulation move. That was what time was that? Candle that went down. Was it this one? Oh, this one. There was this 10:30 candle. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" That's a very bullish. Even though it fluctuates around, it's sort of like just takes liquidity in one week and then just up. okay, yeah, okay, that's a good way of thinking. So on the 15, there is no fair value gap. And then you just, okay, gotcha. But because you don't have a fair value gap on the 15, is a 10-minute going to be a valid one? Something you need to consider. Now, what I see here, I see a little gap here, 261. Let me go to the 10-minute. I want to see the 10-minute. 261. If I look at the 10-minute now, I see a potential rejection block here in this area. Because it's, this is not, I think this is not even a valid fair value gap anymore because of this wick. Oh, this is, I had the scare of my life. But it's just a frog. Okay. I'm not scared of frogs, by the way, but I just saw something jumping, and uh, it's getting summer, so there's all kind of I've got everything open. And sometimes there's like a insect or something moving, but we do have snakes here and scorpions. So I'm just, when I see something moving at night, I do have to be careful. But it was just a cute little froggy. Hmm. I'm done backtesting. You can see that that 10 minutes have been respected 3 times. So once we most time we're going lower. Okay, well let's have a watch. Interesting. I'm gonna keep the 10-minute up as well now. Just want to see. So even when you have a wick going through it, you still consider it a valid fair value gap. So you're talking about this one, right? If I understand you correctly, let me know. And then this wick doesn't affect it. So my theory would be if I would take it down, um, I would take a short. I wanted to go higher, but I would have my TP in this area because this could be a bullish order block, and then I would take it up to this little imbalance, and then into this order block and see, and then I see if it's going back up further from this bullish order block. So yeah, it's a very hard, in all honesty, I really, I've been so off today. So I missed the SMT. There was a 4 a.m. London move, and I was a little bit confused because I was looking at some different things, and I missed the SMT, and I was looking at this. This line was already the high of the day, and we swept it right over here, right? Was it 330, and there was SMT with ES, and then it started moving down. But I don't know what happened, but I was distracted by something, and I was looking at something else. And then afterwards, I just, oh my God, this was the move, and it was so beautiful. And sometimes you're just off, and you just are late, or you don't see things, or the market is just not. And like I said, I feel tired. I feel like, so I'm just really like, I'm not really on my best. But then again, I still enjoy, going tape reading and looking at things and going over. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I journal it and I learn, and you just get better again after. You learn most of your losses, and even though they're paper trade, right? It's still like those are the most valuable lessons, your losses. So I don't really mind. sometimes we just get tired. I don't know. Sometimes you have these days where you just don't feel fit. And you don't know why, because you slept well. I didn't party at all, or didn't do anything weird. So yeah. So today, no live account from me because I'll probably blow it up. I don't want to blow my funded with my live. Yeah. But this should be my best week, the third week of the month. But then again, we've got rollover, so who knows? It might not be. So do you trade the NQ, the continuous or the monthly, Sina? Yeah, I love those wicks. The wicks do the damage, but they tell, they're so. I mean, I implement them in my trading. I mean, if you've seen me going around, you've seen me measure them a lot, right? Oh, I need to put on my open range gap. Also interesting to see, we have zero candles in the opening range gap today. Let's so what was what? You mean this yellow box? Okay, I'm gonna go to the 15, but I'll go back to the 10 because I really like to see your analysis play out. Okay, I'm back on the 15 already. Um, See what we're doing here, right? Building trend line liquidity. Oh, it's horrible price action. So now, let me know what is not clear, or well, I don't know if did I say something, or is it on my screen, or did you see something a weird insect behind me that you're asking, hey, what was that? It could be the case. That would be really weird. Like, oh my god, there's a big snake hanging over my head or something. Okay, let's look at the. Now, this is the first percentage fair value gap. That will be a nice level for rejection, right? So if we go all the way down, you might retest that. So apparently these are also in points of interest we should use. Let's see if we can have any logic here. Where's the 0.5? Ooh, you see that? That's interesting. 0.66. And flat bottom candle on the 15th here. On. So this is also something I look at. If you look at the 4 hour, so we've got a 1 hour and 15 minutes to go, right? Do we have, so think about this as well. If we have 4 hours, would it make sense to go down now or to go higher to make a new high? Because we already have a nice wick here, right? So 1 hour and 15 minutes to go. And then we have at 2, we might have a fair value gap here, right? Because if this closes, it created a nice fair value gap, and then we go down into the range to go into that fair value gap maybe. Yeah. So just looking at this, I'm just thinking like, is the low of this 4 hour candle in? So is this the fair value gap that we have? Let me, I want to see how big it is. And maybe we can get some logic out of this. Let's go to the 1 hour. So that's the 4 hour. If that's the range, right? Considering it doesn't make a lower low. Let's see. I like that. You know why? Because it's already hanging on these points here. Now let's calculate. If this is the midpoint and we go to 307, we make our high. Do we have a dealing range? If that will be the midpoint. Hmm. 377. Mm. Hey, but you know, when this happens, right? Price action will most likely will give a really, really nice move in PM session, especially after 2 o'clock, or we might get a really, really good move to the downside, or well, we like to see it into the down, especially, you know, think about this. If we don't make a move down anymore and we create a fair value gap with the coming 4 hour that will be closed in at 2 Eastern, then we have a nice 4 hour fair value gap, and then we make a move after 2 o'clock PM to the downside. I like that. I think that was that is a nice. It's a beautiful analysis, Iris. But is it going to work? Well, we don't know yet. But it's beautifully thought of. So, who knows? Hey, Dolly. Hello. Hey, my love. Shrimp popo. You know, there's also apparently there's logic to be found in consolidation, right? There are some people who have gone over it. So if you take the midpoint, you can calculate like how far it will move. But let's see. Oh, I see something we can use for calculation. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this here now because we don't know if this is going to be the fair value gap. But I wonder. I don't think it's highly unlikely it will go back down and take out the. But it could. I mean, we could still have a. Well, it's just 7 more minutes now. It's not going to do that before the 1 hour, 1 o'clock, and then it goes from the 1 to 2. Well, it could be, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll just wait. You have no idea what's happening, so you better not shut up about it. Just please. Just shut up now. You have no idea what's going on. What was I wanted to do? I want to calculate something. Oh yeah, I want to use this one here. I want to use this because it's a manipulation move, right? Let's see if we can get some fib levels because we don't have much else to go off besides time. Time and fibs. Time and fibs. Time and fibs. Time and fibs. Now let's include the wicks. Now we'll do without the wicks, right? Just more. I like that. You know why? 2.5. We did go over it when we rejected of it. Let's say we go to 4 or 3. So again at 307 here. 354. Now do we have another level we can take? Let's go to the 4. Oh yeah, I did higher time frame already. 2.5. Boom. Exactly. 2. We had the settlement price exactly at 2. We had 1.25 another day. Now these were really well, but this is really hard. This is the this manipulation move here. So it's higher time frame, but I like it because let's see. I wonder if we're going to go all the way up from 4. Are we going to reject somewhere in this area? We're at 2.5. We're above. If we go to 4 standard deviation, it's 735. So 500 points. Let's say higher time frame for the week to go. Oh shit! Oh shit! This you scared me. 735. But we're at 2.5 now. We should reject at 2.5. Is it a short already? 10 minutes now. Yeah, exactly. If it happens in the macro, that would be awesome, right? But if you look at the structure, you don't see a proper, like if you look, um, you want to see a high and you want to see like a breaker. What would be a future breaker? A bearish breaker. Yeah, there's a lot of down close candles, but it's more a consolidation zone. It's not, but let's see. Oh, what you know, I can make polls. Am I already allowed to make polls on YouTube? Um, do I need a specific amount of subscribers? Make poll on YouTube. Is that easy? Is it all that easy? But when you have this price action, it is highly unlikely. Obviously, it can always happen, but there's like always like you have so much consolidation, it just doesn't move. Then after 2 p.m., you really get a good move most of the time. So if you sit through where you just walk away and you just skip the AM session after a while, and sometimes even at lunch. But then again, today there wasn't really much going on in lunch, right? Well, even though we had some movement here, but it was not that. I mean, yeah, you could still make some points, but it was not that significant. But sometimes they set in the drop in lunchtime. So I don't mind lunch and PM session because especially after a day like this, you most likely get in one nice move. But it could be that they don't do it today. um, yeah, let's see. I would love to see it go up to 305-ish now. So if it would go, I'm just wondering, right? Higher time frame calculation. Like let's go to the 4 hour again. Like for example, we use this manipulation. So this leg, right? And then you have 2.5, which we are hovering around now. But let's say they go over that. So it's already going up. And it's highly likely to think that it will go up to 4 for this leg up. Then this is going to be the full deeming range. If we don't reject it, 2.5, I mean. Because most of the times those legs, if they run, you have a 2.5 run and then a 4. So let's see if we can calculate. Let's see if this was a 2.5 and we do that like this. So you calculate, like say this is a manipulation of the previous move. Is this 2.5? Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go. So this is what you see most of the times when you have like one leg that is 2.5. So this is the manipulation move, and then the distribution move will be 4. You see? So I use this one here and I calculate this leg. So for some reason I know it's just the I can't get it without the wicks, but if you see this 2.5, then you can expect this move if you calculate this manipulation to become 4. Some people only take this here. And we are there now, right? 299. No, it should be the whole. It should be the whole leg. 24,750. Let's see if that's. I mean, it's not that hard to get there, right? It's just 500 points for a whole week with FOMC. So yeah, 750 exact. 750 exact. What do I have at 750? Do I have something else? It doesn't go that far yet. I cannot calculate it. Oh, I can have a look at something already. Let me have a look at something and let me go to here. Share. Are you still here, Sina? I'm gonna share something. I don't use it on. I don't show it on my. So I said 750, right? Mistakes. Oh my God! I've got. I'm gonna show you guys something. I've got 3 confluences now on that 750. Mark that, jot that number down, and I'm gonna share something with you guys. Just get rid of this. Warning, but why are you giving me a warning? So I don't show that in my YouTube because I think most people are not interested in that. Let me just see if I can change my screen to it. Weekly BTT. You have to add something in OBS. Well. Screen capture. Okay, let me see if it goes there. You guys, no, you're not still not seeing it. Why are you not giving it to me? Here we go. You see it now, right? A different stream. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this. So this is an indicator that I use, and it gives you. I use the intraday, the weekly, and the yearly. This is the yearly. So it gives you the ranges and the root candles and the this range is the probable range for this month until the end of until December actually. So this range it's really high though. We're now in we're in September. Okay, so we're going so and I it calculated exactly at that level that I 750 is it's here 763ish. I've got the 2.5 standard deviation and I've got another calculation at 1.25. So I really think we're going that direction now. So we might go into this area here. 24,800. 744 and 7. Okay, so this is an important. Yeah. So this is that 750ish level. Yeah, I was already very bullish, but and this is exactly also that level that is at 4 standard deviation on that 4 hour. So this is calculated by by somebody who really understands the algo. So this is a very important level, and then we might most likely retrace back into this area here. But it could extend, right? It doesn't have to stay in this area. But this is a high probable volatility range calculator. So yeah, okay. I haven't looked at it for a long time though. I'm only on the daily and on the weekly, and but I thought let me check the yearly now because I hardly check that. But yeah, I'm very the 750 that 4 standard deviation on the 4 hour. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna go there this week. So well, anyway, I want to share that. Now let's see if we can get a good trade, right? I want to get rid of you, window capture. I need to get back to my other screen. Come on. I'm going to get rid of you. No, I don't want you anymore. Now it has to be my NQ empty. There we go. Back on track. Okay. So important level. But when are we going there? When are we going there? When are you going to bring us there? Okay, so most likely not today. So on the 4 hour for the downside, I have, I'm going to get rid of this level. You're going to go. We don't need you anymore. This gap here. 4 hour. Look at this horrible price action. See, when I'm really tired, I start I get really, when I drink coffee, I start yearning. It's so weird. It's like, aren't you supposed to wake me up? Actually, I only like to drink, it's my guilty pleasure, my Diet Coke. It's something that I really need. That's the only thing that gives me energy, I think. Like, but this caffeine from coffee, not really. In the morning, yes. And then I do get, or it's sort of like a routine. I guess it's just something you just get used to. You just like, I guess, the taste. But I wonder if it's really I think it's more of I don't want to call it an addiction, but it's sort of like a habit, your body sort of like, routine. You make the coffee. I enjoy making the coffee and the routine around it, I guess. They say when you get older, you get more like, you have those things that you do on a regular basis, I guess. I never want to believe that, but I think it's like making coffee. Yeah, it's like a little ritual, and then doing things around that whole, yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with it. It's not really interesting to talk about routines. Trading routines are interesting, though, right? So, how do we behave like around price action like this? Um, Psychology-wise, but this messes with a lot of people's head, especially if they're waiting and they try and then maybe add a few losses um, and they know, at some point, it's the same like in the casino. At some point, at the slot machines, at some point, it has to give the jackpot. So what if you walk away and the next person sits down and then they take the lever and then they push it once or pull it and then it's jackpot. So I guess it's the same with this price action. You just wait, and then you're like, oh my god, if I can't close my charts now, then the trade is coming. So that's why I use those time-based models, because for me, it's already like, if I have one model that doesn't do something specific, I know I have to wait until the next one. And so if I look at the intraday, for example, it really helps. That's why I still use it. It really helps me get a little bit more peace of mind, I guess. Like for example, in this model, this one will take us to 2:09 Eastern, so that's another hour. But so we are in the AMRP low now, so that means we already touched that. If we could go lower, obviously we could, but it's more likely that we might go up in this time zone, and then we make our move down in the 2 o'clock. Like I said, when we look at the 4 o'clock, I just don't know if it makes sense. Well, obviously it could make a smaller fair value gap, but why? You know, we have 45 minutes to go. Look where we are, and we want a fair value gap, right? So, but then again, yeah, look, we're getting a doji now, so we might make our way down the last 45 minutes, and it might become a down close candle, the 4 hour. So we just have to wait. I'm in sales now. Okay, that's good. After 10 minutes, but prices too. Yeah, it's horrible. PA. I'm hoping it's gonna work here. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go to the 10 minute. You know, it does make sense that it goes down, but I'm just not sure if the time is right. But it's already a doji on the 4. You see that? I've got this level here. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer, but I think you are right with your analysis. You know, I would really like to see the 15-minute change in state of delivery, meaning I want a body below this one. Do we have a body? Yeah, we do have a body close. Yeah, but the candle's not done yet. Let's wait. I mean, I'm going to wait. Yeah, it definitely has to go down, but the question is when. It doesn't have, you know, it can hold, it could hold price all day beyond that level, right? Let's see if it goes past this inversion in this wick. I want to see it go below the 50%. But we already have one down close candle on the 1 hour. We're working our way in the second. Let's see how it reacts in this area. You know, I'm gonna mark this 4 hour fair value gap already because I think this is going to be the future 4 hour FUG. BS almost taking the 930 low, is it? ES has gone way lower than NQ. I understand that both pairs not totally different. Yeah. That's why it's really hard. If they're not correlated, but they have different stocks in there. So if there's one really doing bad, but then if you have let me have a look at ES, because it's important. If we have we need to watch if we have SMT. That's why I missed that 4 o'clock move, because we had a beautiful SMT and I didn't see it, and that was the move. ES. Oh, yeah. But look, if you look at ES, right, you've got this big candle here, and it's a flat bottom candle. But if you don't get a close above this, it might just go back up. So what ES did, it just gave a manipulation wick on that 15 September 15-minute candle. Ooh, below the 10. Now I'm getting interested. Okay, let's see. So both ES and NQ took out the 15 September candle on the 15 minutes. So that means there's no SMT. So that actually means that it's good for a further continuation of the short on NQ, because there's no SMT. So they followed the same structure. They both took out the 15 September 15-minute candle. So you're good in your short still. Yeah. What worry me, when there will be SMT, then I would be very hesitant to stay in a short, but because there's no SMT, let me just see if we have another candle that I'm on ES. Yeah, no SMT. So how do you fall? Yeah, I just want to watch, because we're gonna get the 130 move, but I'm still not feeling comfortable because of that 4-hour candle. And even though yes, we have a doge, we are I'm just watching this level here. I really want to see what happens here at this wick, and then I'm going to then I can make an analysis on how far. But if we go lower now, right, and we go into this fair value. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Yeah, I just want to go back to the 4. Like we already made this candle here. It just doesn't make sense for me now to make this fair value gap smaller in this 4-hour candle, which is still half an hour to go. But hey, I could be totally off. So I think it could go lower, but I wonder if we're going into, because we want a fair value gap, right? But we want a move. But maybe the 130 move is going to go into that area, and we're going to go into this range. It's just going to drop dead and go down all the way. Let's have it. For me, I just want to see what happens if we go below this point here, the 50%, so let's say 250-ish. Oh, we're almost there. Let's see. Are we going to go back up from here? Or are we going to go further down? This is my point, the interest of, or my point where I'm going to um, just watch and see how it reacts. Because I'm technically still bullish, I guess, but I do want to have a good retracement to the downside. But I am still higher time frame bullish. It's been a tough read today. I would once we tap into 30-minute FTG. I mean, you still make money, right? No matter what. I mean, it's good. It was still a proper short if you. I mean, you entered. Let me see in the 10-minute. You take whatever you can on days like this, and you run. You just take it and you just. You see what I mean here? It's just not really. It's just we don't like this. We just don't like this low, high resistance kind of move. But hey, listen, we're gonna get a. I mean, on days like this, if it's been like hours and hours and hours, watch after 10 past 2, or maybe even at 1:30, it could really start going. And we're below the 10 o'clock now. It might just drop like a knife. Let me just see. Here we go. Let's see. Now we're almost at the 50%. Where it will go, we still have the first presented fair value gap of today here. We would like to see a retest here. It's right over here, but that would mean that we would make a smaller 4-hour fair value gap. If we go there now, so I just, I don't think it's going to make this fair value gap smaller. That's just, but I could be totally wrong. I think it's going to use this fair value gap later this week and, bounce around a lot in it. But let's see. Oh, I marked it wrong. It's quite a big one though, so maybe it should make it smaller, right? We want that. It's quite a big, you're a biggie, yeah. We just go down. It's a large one. Let's watch it. Okay, we've got half an hour to go on the 4-hour and on the hourly. Oh, this one looks bearish, huh? Look at that. Okay, we're below the 50% now. It's above it. So we have the 130 open, also important price to watch what happens around that area. This one, I should have this one marked. This one is more important, I guess. Okay, the bodies are below the 5 minutes already, so can't use that. No, there's nothing here. Now, you don't have any order blocks in the 5 minutes, so what can you use, right? You can use these. This is a valid order block. Yeah, because it has a fair value gap here at this level, but we are beneath it. But as long as we don't go 50%. I'm looking at this area here, this one, on the 5 minute. Yeah. So we made a wick on the 5 minute. We did not have no body below the 1 hour yet. We are 5 minutes in the 130 move. We did disrespect this fair value gap here. There we go. I find it really tricky price. It's just for me, even though we are showing some bearishness, I'm just not convinced yet. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Um, 14. What is this level? I still have this 30, the 24, 307, 306 level. 24, 306. But you have to go down now. You cannot go just up, right? It would be really weird. You are so weird today, NQ. You are so weird. How am I going to trade you like this? This is actually a nice retest here. We displacement, change in state of delivery. This was the retest. Yeah. But yeah, if I would play this, I'm just confused about this 4 hour thing. I just don't. I just don't think we're going to get a nice drop because of this area. I think this is already fixed for the time being, so we're just going to get some consolidation and just some more futzing around like we see. And then after 2 o'clock, we might get I'm still, it's really weird to say, but price action doesn't show it, but I'm still bullish, to be honest. Yeah. Even though I'm seeing bearish price action, but I'm still bullish. Well, so at this moment, I really can't enter a trade. I really, if it goes down, I just have to let it go. I really wanted to see tap in that 307 level. So that's right over here, right in this area. Then I'm interested in a short. Okay, what time it is? Almost 1:40ish. Okay, come on, IQ. Okay, are you still in Sina? Are you still in a trade? Be careful, please. It's very weird to really. I mean, I cannot give any logic. You know, yeah, we have a fair value gap here though. I didn't see that one, and we did tap into it. This one. Okay, we did. Okay, I did on the 3 minute. So now I'm on the 3 minute. I wasn't. I was on the 5 minute, but this one is significant, I guess. And yeah, see, this is now really working as I think this might be a valid rejection block now, and we might make our way back up. Yeah. Yeah. We might get a nice move up now. But look, this is really, I mean, it's so hard I mean, look at this structure. Even if it will go up, it's horrible. It's really not. Um, but yeah, this area could, this wick kept me out of the trade. And also this whole structure with this four already making this low and then going up and, being 20 minutes before the end of the 4 hour wick. It just doesn't make sense to me that it will go down now. But hey, we need some relief at some point, right? It needs and Q needs a laxative. You need a laxative and Q very badly. Yes. Yeah, and we have this fair value gap that is being respected, right? This one here. Yeah, but don't beat yourself up for this price action. It's really difficult, and it's just. I think a lot of people are not even trading. So if you had you have a break even, that's really good actually on days like this. Yeah. I might get in a long actually, but no, I'm just gonna get if we reach the 307 level, then I might consider a short. But we'll see what it does because I mean it just. I think it's just designed to take everyone out now, long, shorts, and it's just crazy. It's really hard to complete it. But yeah, I'm. But let me just see if I'm missing something. Uh, Let's do this. Hmm. Okay. No. Okay, I'm sticking to my 307 level. 7 or even 321-ish. Okay. It could still go down, right? I mean, look at this. If this is just, you can't get over this one. And then, like I said, after 2, I don't expect it to happen that it would go below this area before 2 o'clock with a new 4-hour candle. So this might just be a retracement to the upside. And then you get a continuation to the downside. Okay, take this off here. What did we expect? Okay. See, people say those wicks. I love those wicks. They always keep me out of trouble. I love you, long wicks on the higher time frames. Now, apparently, you can measure the wicks are gaps, right? And if you have we've got the first percent fair value gap. So what you are supposed to do is you can calculate them as well. Where's my half? Right here. That's the half point here, 24,244. And then you do the same with this one, 24,244. And this one is 51. So now you make 24,444. And if you want to calculate where things are going without 24,444, 251. Here we go. So this is like, it's like a fair value. This is how you can create if you have a lot of wicks, you can also create fair value gaps by measuring the half point of each wick, and then you you can identify them by taking this half to that half, and that's then the fair value gap. So you can see this as so if it goes down this fair value gap, you can also consider it, then it could be a short if it goes below that level, right? But it's similar to so obviously you see that the half point is lower than the half point than this wick, but this is how you can create fair value gaps from wicks, and they're valid fair value gaps. So technically it is allowed to go to the midpoint to fair value gap. So wicks are gaps, and just as important, a lot of information are hidden in those wicks. Sometimes I don't understand if say wicks do the damage and bodies tell the story, but like I'm not. But the wicks tell a lot of the story, and they tell about the manipulation, and there's so much calculations you can do from the manipulation. I mean, I calculate all my important things. I calculate for manipulation most basically. So for me, it's like, is it really? Do they do the damage? Not for us. I mean, for me, they're very valuable in many ways. Rejection as gaps, calculate the gaps from them. Obviously, they give, they are the high, the low. The lack of gaps, is also very important. If we have a flat bottom, flat top candle, you know what's going to happen. There's manipulation. Like here again, you can see it. Here's a good example again. Flat bottom with a wick next to it. What do you see? Boom, manipulation right into it. Here. How can people not love wicks? So now here we see another one, right? Let's watch this one. This one with a wick next to it. What's going to happen? We're going to get a wick most likely, and it's going to most likely reject here. Or not, because it's only 3 minutes, but how can you not love wicks? Okay, I'm going to go long. I'm done. I'm at paper trading, guys, because I'm off today, so I'm off. I mean, I'm off in my trading, not off in GP. I'm gonna go for my 307. I've been calling that all day, so I might be wrong, but I am going to go with my 307. Even though we have a nice wick here with my flat bottom, I'm still believing in. It might stop me out again, but it's okay. I mean, I'm going to take it on the chin then. Okay, I'm going to go below this first percentage fair value gap. 1 to 3. Is it 1 or 1 to 2? It's okay. I can handle that on paper. So changing the state of delivery. We're above first percentage fair value gap. I've already said it many times. We're in a fair value gap here. I do believe we are going lower at some point, but not yet. And I believe we're going to 307, or maybe even higher. Oh, nice. Come on, go, go, go. Now I don't like that the macro is starting, and then we have a nice, when you have a big green candle just in front of the macro. It's either going to be very fast and violent, and then it's not going to be a normal move, or we're just going to go down. It's at 307, so I should stick to my guns here. 306. No, don't get greedy. You might you might have mislooked, so I just want to double check, double check, double check. 306.75. I'm gonna do it at 305. That's just 30. Oh, okay, I'm fine. 305.25. I'll leave it there. And then hopefully we get a move down after 2 o'clock. This is what I really want to see. That would be nice if it goes up to this level in this macro, and then we go down afterwards. Zero ticks. I'm in drawdown now. 3 ticks. 2 ticks. Oh, actually, I don't like that word because I got tick bite fever last year. I don't want any. Maybe I should change it back to dollar. 7 ticks. Imagine being bit by 121 ticks. Damn, those. I mean, I'm Well, yeah, I'm definitely getting into a sell, but because I'm a bit off since the morning and I'm just not feeling 100%, it will be just paper trading. I'm not going to touch my live account, but I'm definitely interested in a short. But we'll see, because this one, if I get stopped out again, I'm like, okay, it's really not my day, because analysis and execution are two different worlds. Sometimes you can have really good analysis and you can be spot on your levels, and then you still have losing trades because your timing is off, or you just don't, you're too late, or and sometimes both are off, obviously, or you're just late, or just you think a level is going to be hit, but then again you don't take into account that it might have a few retracements. But we'll see. I mean, let's see if my 307 is in the. It's 307. If we're gonna blast past that, then we are most likely will see 320ish, 323. Could we go higher? I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But because this is technically a trend day, even though you have this consolidation, we're still on a trend day. Yeah, I would love to participate in a sell if we get it, but um, we're just gonna watch how it reacts, and I might add one, and then maybe take one off, and then let one runner if we keep on going up. But it's so weird, the price action. To be honest, I just don't want to have another loss. Even though it's paper trading, I just treated. I was really actually pissed off that I missed at 4 a.m. the 3:30 SMT with ES and everything. There was just only one trade in London, and everything just lined up, and it was so clear, and I just missed it. So it's pissed me off really. Yeah. Did we make an equal? No, I think we took out liquidity. It's beautiful. There we go. Come on, thank you. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Now, if I'm looking already at this, I'm like, okay, will be, is this structure, like, imagine if it will go up, right? And then what will be the bearish breaker? What will become the order block if we go through it? So if I look at it, I'm like, am I seeing a potential bearish break already? Um, that like really a good, like a proper, like a really good, like a solid structure. I don't think we have. I think we need more. Let's go to the file. There we go. Thank you, NQ. I love you. I love you. I love you. I would be going up. I'll look on the higher time. This is for me on the 1 hour, not a valid breaker. So I'm just looking like, are we really done? I think we need more time to create a good move to really go to the downside, a really proper, like for example, a structure like this, right? 1 hour. This could be a valid breaker, but then again, you see it's really, you want to see preferably three candle breakers. Those are the best. Or you're just being so bullish. There's no good example here. But you get what I mean, right? If you think ahead, if you try to look forward, like, okay, what would be really, what do I want to see if it goes down? You know, you want to change in sales delivery, you want a breaker as an extra confirmation. Now, yeah, there are a lot of down close candles, but okay, come on, NQ, go, go, go. Oh, should I add? No, I'm just gonna. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move my stop, and then I'm going to trill my TP with it because, and then, and what time is it? Okay, we're at 2 o'clock. Okay, we're going to get our two. See, okay, that was okay. So my analysis, okay, at least I'm doing better than in the AM session, in the London session. That really, I mean, that sucked. That was really weird. I don't know what was wrong with me. But okay, I'm happy that at least I got something right today. Okay, I'm going to take this off here now because I don't think we're going to see that today. So I'm going to take the opening range gap off. I will leave my calculator because if we go down, it does respect those levels. Mm, it's a little bit too early to because it's just a 1 to 2, right? It's a little bit tricky to already move my stop on my stop loss because it might then take me out very quickly. And that's something I'm really improving because I'm working on because sometimes it's never a bad thing to be stopped in profit, but you don't want that because it means your RR is not good enough to really, if you have a larger trade and you have a stop and takes you out, and you take too many losses and you screw up your RR because you move your stop loss too fast, and you could have had like a 4R trade, but you get stopped out even though it's 1 or 2R. Then that's not what you want. So I found out that it's better for me to leave my stop loss, and sometimes the risk might be a little bit bigger, but then if the trade works out, my R and R is better, and then I just my weeks are just better because I just have less. My profit is just better instead of just moving it too fast. It is. I think it's more insecurity when I'm not really confident in the trade. I move it too fast, and now I'm more like, okay, I'm just gonna either be stopped out and then, then I just have to look better into the trade. Where did I go wrong? My analysis was not correct. So, but it's really important to get a good R to R because sometimes you want to have those better trades to really work out, and especially if it's your model. You just have to have that confidence in them. And sometimes you get stopped out, and that's it. But my entry actually sucks, to be honest, on this one. It's not a good entry. Uh, it should have been. This is the retest of this fair value. It should be here, and then really, this should be my stop here, or not even. It should be. It should actually be right below this one. Maybe a little bit, maybe just a little bit below this, so it could wick, still could wick through it. But I should market order it in this spot here, and then just that would be the better trade. Especially me already being bullish, right? I've been saying it all the time, and then I just So now it's going to go down, and it might, this is another breaker, so we might get, okay, so you see, I'm going to lower my stop again because I don't want to get stopped out, because it might get into this breaker here. This is now a bullish breaker, this one. So imagine I'm going to be stopped out, and I might make 121 ticks, and I get stopped out for still a loss, and then maybe miss out on that trade. That would be annoying, right? So now, because of the wick, it doesn't need to go any further. It could already just touch this wick and just move back further up. Yeah, that's what it wants. Because it's in a hurt, it's been in consolidation all the time. And imagine now it gets a little bit of a laxative and it just wants to go. It wants to run. Yeah. And Q is like really like now really, it's like a ball that's being kept underwater. And I think it wants to explode now. But I want you to do it to the upside and then go down. But now let's go up, up, up. We might get a nasty wick, by the way. What are you gonna do, Hugh? What are you gonna do? Are you done? Says it. Are you done? 2:05. I don't think you're done. You're not done yet. I don't think so. You can fool me. I know you can. Okay, come on now. Come on. Just go, go, go. Go, go, go. I do want to see it happen before 8 minutes pass. Okay, just go. Okay. Okay, now it's we get some volatility coming in anytime soon. Be a little bit careful now. It could still spike down, right, at this moment, because I said the 4 hour, the 2 o'clock candle has the 2 o'clock candle. Yes, no, it is correct. See, I can't even make my words today. What's going on? So we've got a new 4 hour candle now, right? The 2 o'clock, obviously, but I just, okay, there we go. I want to see that move. Come on, give us that volatility. That's why I love PM sessions. Sometimes at days like this, these sessions are really, really nice. They can be really nice. Um, to my model, right? Ooh, juicy, juicy. Oh, yeah. I really want to see 356-ish, 305.25, and then if it's going to be very, very strong, I want to see it go to 328-ish. It might even go higher. We'll see. Or it might just drop here. But I just don't think so. Okay, 10 past 2. Ten past 2. 10 past 2. It's going to go to 268. 268. Yeah, I was bullish already, right? I already said I just don't trust that short. It looked very bearish, but I just didn't trust it. But my execution could have been much better, Sina. In all honesty, right? I mean, look, if I already saw this and I should have got, and this was the best entry, obviously. Um, considering already with the things that I said, but now look already it's going down. But let's see how far it's going to go. It could be done with this, with the move. But I don't, yeah, I just, Let's see what it does in this fair value gap, right? Go. Went a little bit deeper. We have we considered it a unicorn. Fair value gap was a breaker. So actually, I should add. Actually, should I add one? Yeah. No, I'm not gonna add. But yeah, I should add. Yeah, I'm gonna add. And then, but I shouldn't be below the breaker. I'm gonna go to the 1 minute. I want to see candles print. Now I'm interested in moving my stop. If we go higher, then I'm going to move my stop. I'm just, normally I love being on the 1 minute, but now I really need to be on the higher time streaming because it's just a little bit more clearer for me, like with the breaker. And you see, it's really nice, a unicorn, right? Breaker with a fair value gap. So if we get a nice move to the upside, then I'm going to move I'm not going to move it before, because technically we're outside the macro time, and it could still retrace back into this breaker area. Just a little bit careful. I did add one position here because I want to, because I do think once it reaches 305, if it does go there, I think there might be even room for this. So I want to take one off here and then move this one higher. But let's see, because I'm just want to make sure it doesn't, you know. Let's see how it reacts to this. Do you want to go down again, NQ, or are you just going to go up? Gee, you've got some. You really like this area, but it's good if it, stays in one area. Then at least it's balanced. Oh no! Look, do we have like? You want to go down? Yeah. Okay, you're done. It's annoying. Long and deep premium. I use um I use premium and discount in root candles, so but it's a paper trade anyway. But at some point, if you want to trade the move, if it's in consolidation, you have to you have to take an entry into premium. But I added in this when it retested the breaker. But there are different ways that, you can, if you have a dealing range and you calculate the range, that's premium discount. But there's also time-based premium and discount ways to look at it. And um, that's more based on root candles and things like that. So, but yeah, I, when I entered my execution was I said that I don't know if you were here, but it's a bad execution. My execution should be here when we hit this 3-minute FUG, and stop obviously below the wick, and then that would have been the best entry. But I am quite confident that we're going up. I've been bullish since the since we got on, but then again, you can always be wrong. I'm in drawdown now, so let's see. It doesn't have to go up, right? I mean, because just went up. Maybe we have a market maker buy model that's finished. If you look at it here, so let's see, let's see. And I'm not touching my live account or my funded because I don't like the price action now, so I'm just sort of like that. This is all paper trading, but then I traded the same. I traded the same, but obviously the risk is still it's different, right? And yeah. But I do want to show you something, Billy. If you talk about premium and discount, let me just show you this, how I look at it as well. Like when we entered, so if I like we have a intermediate high here, and we made this wick here, and then we go into this area. So for me, now let's take this one here. It doesn't need to go to 50% sometimes, because if you have like a sort of like a balanced price range, your dealing range becomes smaller, because it doesn't have to go here anymore, because if you have candles going back and forth, this could be a balance. But today it's a very nasty day, to be honest. Let's see if I get stopped out. We're still in the breaker here. Still good. Looking at this is my what I'm using. So my stop is below the breaker. NQ, NQ, NQ. What do you want to do? It's going back into consolidation again. Is that what you're going to do? Let's get to the 5. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Um, Still looks bullish to me. Oh, again, we're in consolidation, guys. It's so annoying. It's just, oh. Why not? I go back to the 3 minutes. At least we have some more. Consolidation. Manipulate. Can we clearly see the manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution? Okay, 1425. So 1425, not an ICT macro, but the 20 to 40 could be seen as a continuation move. So that would be for me. Then I would like to see continuation move to the upside, obviously, because I'm in a long. Mm, 1 hour. I need the 1 hour. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Did we take any liquidity? Yeah, we did take. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I do want to. I wanted to see go into this area, obviously. So that's a 4. Well, it's a little bit different, but this is the 4 hour fair value gap that I marked. I wanted to hit this level and then go short, but it's not making it easy. Oh, needed a bit lower. 5 minutes fair value and OTE level. I will enter. Yeah. I actually added an extra one when it got into this level here, but then it sort of like now it gets into consolidation again. Didn't move out of it. It makes me wonder because it's taking so much time, right? I do think like if it will make a move to the upside, we have this clear time distortion continuously because it doesn't want to move too fast. It's just sort of like stalling all the time. So I'm still, oh, we're still in the breaker area, but I don't want it to go lower. But then again, hey, if it's going to go lower, that's what we want. We're still in the breaker. It's disrespecting this fair value gap now, but It really needs to close. We cannot have a wick. It doesn't. On days like this, you get a lot of wicking and it just still has. See, that's why the entry should have been here, because then you can go sit through all that wicking and stuff like that. Because we do have do we have a flat bottom candle here? Almost flat. Yeah, it might wick all the way. Let's have a look. I don't like this for long anymore. I sort of invalidated my trade already, to be honest. Let's see. It needs to reject from here really aggressively. Or just take me out of my misery. There we go. It's gonna go take me out. There's still S&P. Yes, ain't willing to go higher. Or is there S&T? Don't tell me I missed S&T again. That will be number 2 today. That will really piss me off. See, that's why I know I should not trade my live account today. S&T, yes. It's stalling at the 10 o'clock time. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Go up, up, up. 230. Ooh, it just did not take me out on a few ticks yet. What are you gonna do? So we didn't take out a new high. Well, we did take out this high, obviously, but we just went into a new rejection block, and then we just retraced back down. So I'm still I might be stopped out, but I'm still bullish actually on the higher time frame. Yeah, still bullish. I didn't get stopped out in. You see that? Just I think maybe a few ticks. Oof. Come on, go now, and go now, go, go, go. Just get out of the breaker zone. Get out of the breaker zone and go up. Go up, up, up. There we go. That's what I want to see. And Q. Oh, that was a good stop. I should have actually put it maybe a few ticks lower, to be honest. But okay, now go out of that zone because now you make me nervous. I don't want to. I want to be done with this. Go up. Okay, let's see now. Okay, I think we're ready to make that move now. 43.3. But it needs to break out of that range now. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Enough playing around. It's annoying. Oh, you did take, it did take the high? Yeah. I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. But it's it's a horrible, it's really not, it's not pleasant PA, to be honest. I'm just going to take one off. Let me see if we get back to break even. I'm going to take one off to de-risk a little bit because two of it might be a little bit too much on the price action like this. Took one off. I don't want to take too much risk. It looks sort of bearish, right? If you look at it, it's sort of like it doesn't look like a convincing bullish structure. But yeah, I'm still bullish. So respecting the first presented fair value gap of the 130 move, so this one is very important to me. We didn't go below it. We're in the bullish fair value breaker, sorry. Now, we did disrespect this fair value gap, but, why am I still bullish then, right? Go on the 5-minute again. See if we can get an inversion. Gap here. So also this week it's rollover. We've got FOMC. There's a lot of things actually that makes it really, I guess, highly manipulated, right? Because yeah, so just be careful. I mean, some people are rolling over already, maybe tomorrow, but even though the volume is still lower on the December contract. But yeah, it does cause some challenges for this week and FOMC Wednesday. So you should be a little bit vigilant. Oh, come on now. Might take me out now. Mm, it's 2:38 and we're still in the range. It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. I thought we would make a move out of it at after 10 plus 2 ish. So it is using this first percent fair value gap from the PM session still as a support, but let's see if it's going to break it anytime soon. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But this already invalidated it, right? If we have the fair value gap already inverted, it's not really a valid long anymore. But we'll see. I'm still, because it's so highly manipulated and it's just so different and it's just disrespecting different things all the time. It's still not convincing to me. What are you doing? I'm not interested in a short. Anyone short? Price gave me sell model once again. Yeah, okay, you're short. Yeah. Um, I just don't trust it. I agree with you. Everything you say, I'm totally with you. But I have to let it go, I guess. But it looks, now again we have the, well, okay, let's see in those weeks they have functioned already as a rejection all the time. It might splash through it now, but we want to go into this level here now. We need some. I just don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with this short right now. And I can't explain to you why, because it looks bearish. Yes, I totally agree. But I think, you should just take it, but just be more, just get out of them. Um, just don't overstay. Yeah, it's definitely a short. I agree with you guys. I totally agree. This was already a short here, right? When we had this, we broke this fair value gap, then we had the retest here. So for me, this would have been an entry already in this candle here. I just have to let it go. Yeah, no, it's definitely a short, but just be careful because I still think it's not done yet to the upside. Okay. 1433. Boom. That was the entry here. Probably there's SMT as well, right? On ES. Let's have a look. No SMT. See, I don't like it. There's no SMT. There's no entry from me. We don't have SMT. $14.45. Okay. Now, should I re-enter for a long? I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. No, I'm just gonna. No, there's no SMT, so that's why I wouldn't take the short. I wouldn't be interested in this short, but I'm also not interested in a lot. I'm just gonna tape read because it's just. We did take now liquidity, right? Look, we created fairly equal highs here. We have taken liquidity here. We have 1 more hour and 15 minutes to go. Still interested in this. Oh, on NAS is there's S&T on that one. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but this is, I mean, in all honesty, it's nice to tape read and just, but this price action just is not really worth it too. But see again, guys, what I want to show you, right? You see this flat bottom candle here in the 5 minute and this wick. So what happens again? You get like manipulation into this. So, and this now is a valid rejection block. So this combination is for me, it's just, I mean, it always works. It might not work today, it might go down, but if I see a structure like this makes me very bullish because yes, we get the manipulation, but this is a rejection block and you get the wick and then it moves back up. I think I've shown a couple of examples already, right? Of those flat candles with a wick next to them. If it doesn't work today, it's the first one that doesn't work. So, but maybe because they're on a lower time frame. It looks very bearish. I totally agree. Yeah. But it took out liquidity on this area. We have a flat bottom. We have a rejection block here. What are you doing? Let's see if it gets over this fair value gap again on the 5. How do you trade without the candle time countdown, by the way? I look at time. I trade time. I look at my clock all the time. But normally I'm on the 1 minute, but because of price action is so choppy, I'm a little bit higher here. Just because otherwise it's just one big, it's too messy for me to look at it. But do you need like, do you mean like the candle, you need to see with a minute, you wanna like, but I can see the minutes on my laptop and the seconds. Okay, let's see. C is going back up now, right? Let's see if it, this was, oh, there we go, yeah. Oh, you are nasty today. You are nasty. There we go. So we are all taken out and we're all taken for a ride, right? For me with my long, I don't know if you guys are still in your short. Okay. I'm only getting in a short after we tapped into a higher, if we go to a higher, if we take out a new high, so at least 307 and maybe even higher. I'm not touching, my hands are off the normal trades until that level. If it goes down without me, then I just have to let it go, but I really want to see it go higher first. Come on, just do it. Just go up. There you go. Look, it's only been technically, we didn't really we did take out some liquidity if you consider that liquidity, but what it did here, it basically created relatively equal highs, right? So there's not really a valid, I don't see that we have a valid range again to the upside. It's just not done with that range. So I'm almost inclined to think that this is the manipulation move, but it's sort of very weird. It's a difficult read. Maybe we haven't even had the manipulation move properly. Let me go to the 9. Oh, oh, So I'm on the 9 minute. This is the 9 minute, right? If you look at this one, this is much cleaner. Then you have a nice. Now, if I look at this, we have a. This is like almost equal. Then actually, this is the first low that takes out the liquidity. If you look at this one here, so I'm bullish as hell now. Look at this here. This is the move. This wick. This is all equal, technically equal. Yeah, I'm bullish. Still bullish. I'm not re-entering though, but I'm bullish. You see that how clear that was, the 9 minute, right? Okay, I'm on the 3 minute here. 3 minute and 9 minutes work for me today. I'm always inclined to enter again, to be honest, but so bullish now. I'm just really after seeing the 9. I have to look at it. I really like the 9. Let's go to the 90 minutes, by the way. Okay, let's go to the 9. Yeah, this is bullish. Well, I mean, you guys heard me say I'm bullish already all the time. So I was very upset if it really, drops down really not hard now like a knife. And really, well, be careful with shorts now, guys. We're above this inversion. Yeah. So for me, this is TP. If I would be in a trade, if I would be in a long, my first TP would be 305-ish. And if that blasts through it, let me go, let's see again. So 305 will be my first TP, and then 321 will be my TP2. Oh, let's see if it goes that way. We're in a macro, obviously, now again. So this is very important. We did hit liquidity. It can take liquidity out before a macro, but what time was it exactly? I want to know the exact time because it does matter. 1443. We took out that liquidity. And then we went up. Okay. But higher time frame inversion still intact. Yeah. But I think I can make the case on both sides, to be honest. So I'm just I'm Inversion. We have to get over that level. If not, we're still bearish. Hmm. You're still looking at your 10-minute one. Let me have a look. 3 o'clock. Let's see. Either we're gonna blast out of it and to the upside. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see. Come on, go, 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 go. Ooh, I don't like those wicks. Just go then. Okay, I think you're. If it's a wick, it doesn't really disrespect it with a wick, right? I mean, it could be that the body stays in. No, the body's also out of your 10-minute. Not really. But let's see what it does. Oh gosh, NQ, come on. Are you serious? Are you really serious? You're not gonna give me my 305? Or are you just trying to fool people? Let's see if we could see this one coming. No, I'm still bullish. I am still bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. 1 past 3. 1 past. It would be nice if you traded the AM as well, Iris. Um, yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is because it's getting summer here, and it's getting a little bit too hot to go to the beach. Like, it's 9. If I do London session, um, it's getting like 11, 12 o'clock here, and then the beach gets really too hot here. So I'm thinking of like going, do my walk and do my outdoor sport things really early in the morning, and then get into London, and then go into London later, like 3, 4 a.m. Eastern, and just take pre-market with it. Yeah, and I can always adjust, but yeah, I'm thinking of doing that, because if I'm online, if I'm sitting behind the charts, for myself, it really helps as well being online and chatting with you guys, and it helps me also be more disciplined, I guess, when I'm online and stream. So I don't really mind to go online whenever I'm behind the charts. So, but there's so many good people already online AM sessions, so that's why I sort of chose, like, okay, because I can do London, and I like PM session. That's why I chose these two. But yeah, maybe I should just also start going online AM session. I mean, yeah. But I think it's a good idea to do the London session, and take a bigger chunk of the pre-market. What do you think? I don't think I see you in London, right? Um, but I think I like to do the pre-market, because there's a lot of opportunities there, and then I can do my sporting things early in the morning, and then, thank you for that. I appreciate that. The AM session with my AM models. Yeah, I don't have I think I have to work on some models for the PM sessions because they are a little bit different, but I do have a few. But I have to maybe make them more digestible, I guess. Mm, yeah. So it's not getting over this level, right? You see that. So it's still sort of like just wicked out of it, but the bodies are still in it, right? You see that. So it still doesn't validate my long. It makes me think all the time that it's going there, but oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so it's just taking out liquidity here, then it takes out liquidity here, and then it goes back. So will it now make a larger move to the downside, or is this just a fake move and it will it? Um, we have the algo on the market on close algo going nuts most likely. Make it maybe then it just goes up, right? Yeah. I wonder how many people have blown their accounts today. Blown evals. Yeah. It's a no news Monday. Oh, well, we had orange for the news, right? So we had this beautiful move, and then it just, what makes it hard for me to trade today because I'm so used on Mondays. I use my NWOGs and my event horizon because normally when you have range days like this, and we're not in uncharted territory, we we use the NWOGs and the event horizon. So that's sort of my roadmap, and I don't have my roadmap now with me. So because of we're so high, um, now you can use some of this consolidation these times in between. But I miss it now that we are so high and we're not having any. Um, yeah, so Mondays I call ping pong Mondays because we really ping pong between NWOG and event horizons basically, especially when it's a rangy day. It's a really weird. It's actually a trend day in a range, and we're sort of like actually we're still trending, but in a very nasty way, I guess. So, but let's see tomorrow. I mean, so normally when we don't have that price action like on Monday, like I call it ping pong Monday, and if we do get a nice move down, let's see where are the NWOGs and the event horizon. Oh, we're going back up now. Oh, are you? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Just go. Yeah, they're very low one. Yeah, NWOGs. You can see all the green line are NWOGs. Where is the one of this week? Much lower. Hey, Dolly. What's this week's Friday? Oh, I see it. Okay, it's where we have the eve. Okay, gotcha. Okay, it's right over here. It's above the settlement price. Okay, so mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, but on higher time frame, extremely bullish. In all honesty, I think we're gonna see some crazy stuff this week. But yeah. Okay, come on, get out of that bloody purple box, will you? Just give me my trade, even though I'm not in it. Just NQ. Just let me be correct today with my analysis. Because I'm making a fool of myself, saying I'm really bullish. So now I look stupid when you don't give me my bullish trade. Okay, NQ. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, NQ. Oh, maybe I have to put my magnets. My magnets always work. Yes, they do actually. I'll just put one. I won't be, because you're so difficult today. I'm going to put just one for you in Q. There you go. Here you go. Now, don't make me look stupid. Okay? There you go. Only one. Oh, you know what? Because you're so difficult today, I need to. One moment. Well, technically, it is a whole macro from from quarter past to basically 4. So it's like a long date, like really a long, like a 3. Instead of a few hour date, it's like a whole weekend date, something like that. If you compare it to normal life, so party time almost in 5 minutes. I really think. I mean, I'm not gonna touch it, but I think it's gonna be. I think it's really gonna be like crazy wicking to the upside and crazy wicking maybe to the downside, but it's gonna do something. I think if you can handle enough drawdown, you'll have a winning trade either sides. Yeah, but most to the upside, I think, because I'm bullish. Okay, and can you just go up now? You make me look stupid. So I've said now, I don't know how many times I said I'm bullish, so you need to be bullish now. Otherwise, I don't like you anymore. You're a scam. No, you're not a scam. I love NQ. I really like NQ, to be honest. I mean, well, you know that apparently they do a lot of large things because they know Robinhood. I think Robinhood, they are not allowed to. I don't know if it's 4 or sometimes you have these moves even after 4 o'clock, right? And I don't know if Robinhood, are they taking? I think, is it like quarter 2 or is it 4 that they cannot trade? I think NQ and stuff like that. Um, I don't think we have earnings anywhere as well now, but um, oh, as you see, I take coffee and then I start. I don't know if you guys have the same. Sometimes coffee makes you tired instead of giving you. Hey, who has seen the new Dexter series? I still want to watch it, but okay, at least we're out of the purple box, right? So let's see if it stays out of the box. Let's see if it stays out of the box. It's going back in the box. I mean, I'm really happy that I'm doing these lunch and see, I'm hanging out with you guys and just, it would be so boring by yourself. In the box again. In the box. So when you see midnight right here, and the trade goes far, far, far away from it. At some point, it helps you really identify a trend day because when it doesn't return back to midnight, if you have like a big move up from here, and it's 10 a.m. and it goes, it stays in this area, and 10:30 still doesn't go, it should have already gone back into this range, right? You can see it tapped into midnight last time at 6:30. So this is a very clear indication. Well, I mean, it's a very weird trend day, obviously, because it did trend and then it stalls, but I still consider this a trend day, even though it did not move. It's just getting to consolidation. But I don't think the move is done yet to the upside. Um, Now, it would not be nice to get some. So this would be this was the move. Then this was enough for it to take it higher, right? But it still isn't. Might take some more liquidity. Let's see. It's still respecting those levels, right? To the downside. Like ICT did say, sometimes you can get bodies over it, but it's minimal, but it can happen as well in manipulated situations like here. Body goes out of it, but it still goes down, and your IFUG is still respected fully. The bodies are actually in the mid below the midpoint, basically, except this little candle here. I'm on the 15-minute, but I think it's a bit higher. Oh my god, look at this on the 15, guys. What did I tell you? What are we gonna get here? We know what's coming. We know what's coming. We know what's going to happen. Now watch this area. Flat bottom, large wick. 251. Okay. We know what's coming. We're going to get a very large wick to the downside, most likely into this area, and I wouldn't be surprised if it then takes it back up. When did this candle form? That was a 1445 candle. Okay. Okay, so we already on the 15, we took out this candle, so now we have to go from external to internal. Now let's see, what time is it? 20 past. Now I just want to watch. But it didn't even give anything after, no, just, it was really, yeah, you could have framed a few trades and there were a few options, like this one was a beautiful 1433. You have to retest in this area here, and then you write it down, but that's it. But it wasn't a good short in the sense of that it would be like, normally in week 3, I do best in week 3, because you get larger distribution moves. If you have like accumulation manipulation on the weekly basis, or monthly basis, the AMD, the third week is for me the best week, but this week will be a little bit different because we've got the rollover, FOMC, but there you get the large. Normally we get the large distributions, and especially the shorts one. You have hardly any drawdown, and you just get in and you just, within 5 minutes you got 100 points. But it's still Monday, but I'm wondering what kind of week we're going to get. If we're just going to get a trickle up to the upside and get minimal retracement. And the retracements are, if you're bullish, I'd rather stay out of the bearish moves, but if they're very obvious, it's still nice to take them. But we'll see. But this move, for example, now what's coming will most likely be a very large wick, because we're quite, it's not that far. It's just 20, okay, it's a small range. But normally what you want to see here is a wick. So that means, because this is lack of manipulation, right? If you have a flat bottom, and this will then be a rejection block. That's what you see the most of the time is a function of this combination. So let's see, we get it today, but it seems to be going up now. I was hoping that, or not hoping, but thinking, okay, let's see if we get to the downside and then it rejects me and then we get to move up, but it's doing everything different than we think it is, right? Let's see. God, I'm happy that I'm not in a trade. Honestly, I would. This is much more fun just to watch it than being in it, I think. Okay, now go. It doesn't happen a lot that you have like a whole day of consolidation, right? From, let's say, basically it's from already 9 let's say 10 o'clock to today, and we just get a few wicks. That's it. I mean, that really. Okay, come on, just go down now. So let's say we see this happening until here. It's just 50 points. It's just 2 weeks. 125, is one. We're in the middle now. So you're just going to get 2 wicks, one to the left and one to the right. On top and the one to the bottom. Yeah, that's it. It's a very small area. So it's easy. So I'm sure it will do something like that. No, I'm not sure. I'm never sure, but it's just 50 points. And technically it's still in the range then, almost. It's just like taking some liquidity on the top and taking some liquidity on the bottom. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh, you're making me tired, thank you. Okay. Now let's see if it now goes to that level that I thought it would go to. But I'm really not interested anymore in Q if you do it. You're gonna do it, but it's really very annoying. And then I'm really curious if it will do both things, like on the it will go do here and here. And you would think, okay, you have all day to do it, and then you do it in the last 5 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Let me see. There's some online games. For days like this, it might be nice to do some games. Game to do online. I think it's called mentally. Um, oh, it's a funeral home. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Do you guys know what? There is like this online thing that you all have to like, you can use your phone and you just have to log in and then you can do like a game. Um, quizzes for Australian. Trivia quizzes. It's still in the same area. Oh, it's unbelievable. quizzes online to do online. People. Jesus. Kahoot, Canva, and suite of more interactive games. Quiz Planet, Quiz from Kahoot, Sport Project, Box Game, Canva, Quiz Maker, Sleeping. No, you are not. Okay. Create your own quizzes. Okay. Okay, well, might have to think of something to do when for days like this. Let's just see. We could also call it a day, right? It's a little bit boring. But now it's still half an hour to go, but I don't have the energy to sit this one through. Yeah, I think it's better to just call it a day.